students, good morning. How are you all? I know each and everyone is very good and safe at home. So, welcome back to your science class. My name is Vandana and I am your science teacher. So, have you remember what was the last topic we had done? Yes, please tell me. Yes, that was chapter 4, short question answers. So today we are going to do chapter 4, long question answers. So open your books and we will start. Let's start. So in the previous class we had discussed about the short question answers. I hope each and everyone had done this in their notebook. Today we are going to start the long question answers of chapter 4, part 4th. First question. Explain the formation of soil. Means how the soil is formed. So the answer is, soil is formed from the breakdown of rocks into tiny pieces in the form of sand, silt, clay, pebbles, etc. The rocks are broken down through the process of weathering due to continuous heating by the sun, cooling by rain, heavy wind and flow of water. Plants remains also mixed with the soil. And this is how soil is formed. Means when the rocks are break down into smaller pieces in the form of sand, silt, clay, pebbles, this process is known as weathering. Weathering means the breakdown of rocks into smaller pieces due to the continuous heating, means the environmental factors. What are these environmental factors? Heating by the sun, cooling by the rain, heavy wind and excess of flow of water. These all are the environmental factors which causes weathering. Plants remains also mixed with soil and this is how soil is formed. Clear beta? Next question. Write a short note on soil erosion. What do you mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion is the removal of topmost layer of soil due to wind, water, rain, etc. Topsoil is very rich in humus, which contains essential nutrients for the growth of plants. Soil erosion makes the soil less fertile and barren. We can protect soil by planting more and more trees as they bind the soil particles. So what do we mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion means the removal of topmost layer of soil. As you know, there are 4 layers of soil: bedrock, weathered rock, subsoil and topsoil. So topsoil is very rich in humus. Humus is an organic matter formed by the remains of plants and animals, and they contain essential nutrients which is required for the growth of plants. If soil erosion occur, then they make the soil less fertile because soil lose the fertility and makes that land barren. So we can protect it by planting more and more trees so that the roots of the plants bind the soil particles and prevent soil erosion. So this is all about soil erosion. Next, third question. What is terrace farming? How does terrace farming help in conserving soil? So terrace farming, this is also known as step farming. This farming is mainly done in hilly areas by converting hills into steppes for the crop cultivation. Terrace farming is also known as step farming because the hills have to cut into steps so that the farmers grow crops on the steps and each step get adequate amount of water and nutrients and prevent the soil erosion. So this is about terrace farming. And how does terrace farming help in conserving the soil? First, terrace farming helps in conserving the soil by it reduces the flow of water and prevents soil erosion because each step get the adequate amount of water, so the flow of water is reduced and prevent the soil erosion. Second, rainwater fills each step and thus plants absorb more water in each step. Because there are steps, so first rainwater go to each step and thus the plants which are grown on each step absorb more water and prevent the soil erosion. So this is all about terrace farming. I hope these are the questions. It is clear to everyone. Now the next page is page number 54. We had discussed in our class, but let's start. First, Number the boxes in the correct sequence. Now write the sequence in order to complete a short note on the formation of soil. Means these are the 6 points you have to arrange according to the formation of soil. First, in the beginning, entire earth was covered only with rocks. Second, heat from the sun followed by rain continuously heated and then cooled the rocks. This cracked the rocks. Third, flowing rainwater and heat widen the cracks and rocks break down into pieces. Fourth, fast flowing water and strong winds broke rocks into small pieces forming sand, silt and clay. Fifth one is gradually plants grew on the earth. When the plants died, their remains mixed with soil and thus fertile soil began to form. And in the last, the formation of soil is a slow but ongoing process. Soil is being formed all the time even today. So these are the 6 points you have to arrange in the sequence order. What is happening first and what is happening in the last. Means earlier क्या होता था? There was no rocks. There was no soil. Only rocks were there. Rocks get cracked by continuous heating and cooling. Excess of flow water and heat widen the cracks and they break down into smaller pieces in the form of sand, silt, clay, pebbles, and gradually later plants grew on the earth and their remains also mixed with soil, and this is how fertile soil begin to form. And formation of soil is a slow but ongoing process. Means it is a very continuous process. It never stops because soil is a natural resource. So these are the 6 points. You have to write it in the box provided. Next, page number 55. Higher order thinking skills. Study the illustration. Explain why wind and flowing rainwater affect the same piece of land differently in the situations A and B given below. Suppose there are two situations that is given. You have to give the answers according to the situation provided. In first, in which situation does the topsoil get completely removed? A or B में से topsoil get completely removed? In part B. Why? Because in plants, in part A, the roots of trees bind the soil particle, but in part B there are no trees or no roots of plants, so soil erosion is occur in part B, or you can say topmost soil is easily removed in part B. Second, list the environmental factors that causes soil erosion. Environmental factors means the natural causes that cause the soil erosion. So wind and rainwater are the natural causes of soil erosion. Although there are deforestation and overgrazing, but deforestation is due to human population, urbanization means basically human needs, and overgrazing is done by animals. So they are asking about the environmental factors, means natural causes. So wind and rainwater are the natural causes that cause the soil erosion. Third, what has protected the soil in one of the above situation? What has protected the soil? Obviously the roots of plants, or you can say trees, help to prevent the soil erosion. Last, is growing plants an effective measure to prevent soil erosion? Yes, because more and more plants bind the soil particles and prevent soil erosion. If there is excess of plants, then the soil can be prevented because roots bind the soil particles. So the answer is yes. Next, two different options of growing a crop on a slope are shown below. Study the illustrations and explain which is a better method to prevent soil erosion. There are two situations, A and B. In part A, there is a slopy area like this, but in part B, there is a steppy area. So it is a terrace farming. So the option B is better because in part A, the water will flow downward automatically. It never stops. But in part B, plant will hold the water in between and prevent the soil erosion. So I hope it is clear to you. That's it for today. Revise your chapter. Do the question answers in your notebook. Thank you so much. So that's it for today. Do the question answers in your notebook. Revise the chapter 4 complete and be prepared for the test that will be happening in the coming week. So all the very best, and if still you are facing any doubt or any queries, you're most welcome. Till then, be happy, be safe. Bye-bye.